Check this out.
Okay.
I look good.
Okay. On the street and I got my swag on. Okay. Get the money, gotta get my bag on. Okay. Triple.
Assalamualaikum and hello everybody. For our presentation, we'll be covering Chapter 3, Job Analysis and Job Design. This chapter explains how organizations identify what a job involves and how a job should be structured to improve both efficiency and employee satisfaction. Before we start, my name is Munadwa binti Muhammad Faisal. I am from AS2643A. Without further ado, let's get started. Let's start with brand of HR, which is job analysis. Job analysis acts as our legal compliance. Job analysis provides objective documentation for essential job function. This data serves as a critical evidence to validate employment decisions such as hiring, firing, and promotion, thus ensure compliance with labor laws and equal opportunity standards. Well, you can say in a court of law, feelings don't matter, facts do. By documenting exactly what the job requires, we protect the company against unfair lawsuit. Up next is hiring accuracy, or the target. It serves as a foundation for accurate job specification and job description. This to ensure that requirement efforts are targeted specifically toward candidates who possess the requisite knowledge, skills, and abilities, KSAS, reducing the risk of hiring mismatch. Why? Let's get it into an example. I wouldn't buy a house without an inspection. Job analysis creates the shopping list for the perfect candidates, ensuring we don't hire a square peg for a round loop. Finally, equitable compensation. How do we know what to pay someone? We weight the job's difficulty. Job analysis enables the systematic evaluation of a role's worth. By assessing factors such as complexity, required education, and physical demands, organization can establish a fair and equitable salary structure. This ensures that salaries are based on actual workload, not just a fancy job title. Moving to the next slides, let's look at the heart of HR, which is job design. First, job design utilizes motivation and engagement. As a human being, doing the same repetitive motion for 8 hours straight destroys morale. Thus, it's crucial to have strategies such as job arrangement and job rotation, increase autonomy and task signification, thereby reducing turnover and counteracting workplace monotony. Next is operational efficiency. This process structures tasks to prioritize workflow and eliminate redundancy. Well, in an easy way, poor design has employees running in circles. Good design clears the path, removing obstacles so your team can work smarter, not harder. Last but not least, safety and ergonomics. Job design incorporates ergonomic principles to align physical work requirements with human capabilities. We design the workspace to fit human body, not the other way around. This proactive approach minimizes the risk of workplace injuries, fatigue, and long-term physical strain. That's all from me. I'll pass the baton to our next presenter.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Damia Kristina binti Zulkifli. I'll be explaining job analysis, which is an important foundation in human resource management, especially before we move into the later sections of this chapter. What is job analysis? Job analysis is essentially the process of collecting complete and accurate information about a job. It helps us understand what tasks and responsibilities the job includes, what skills and knowledge the worker needs, and what behaviors are expected. This process also covers the physical and mental requirements of the job, the tools or equipment used, the working environment, the typical work schedule, and the people the job interacts with. So overall, job analysis gives organizations a clear and detailed understanding of what a specific job truly requires. Components of job analysis. When conducting a job analysis, there are a few important components that we look at. First, we identify what the job involves, such as the main duties, tasks, and responsibilities. Then we examine how the job is carried out, including the processes, steps, or methods used. We also identify what knowledge, skills, and abilities the worker must have to perform effectively. Job analysis also takes into account the working conditions, such as the environment, tools, and equipment needed, and the usual working hours. Finally, it outlines the expected performance standards, which helps define what successful job performance should look like. Next is major parts of job analysis. A job analysis usually produces two main documents, the job description and the job specification. A job description focuses on the job itself. It explains the tasks, duties, and responsibilities that the job includes and what the employee is expected to do. On the other hand, a job specification focuses on the person who will perform the job. It describes the knowledge, skills, abilities, and personal attributes required, as well as any physical demands needed for the role. Both of these help HR understand the job clearly and identify the most suitable candidate. Although job description and job specification are related, they each serve different purposes. A job description tells us what the job involves by explaining its responsibilities and daily tasks. Meanwhile, a job specification describes the type of person needed for the job, including their qualifications, skills, and abilities. So one focuses on the job, while the other focuses on the person who will perform it. Now that we understand the foundation of job analysis, we can move on to the next part, which will explore the job analysis process and the different methods used to collect job information.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Anshakira. So I will continue our presentation on explaining the next part, which is the sources of job analysis information. So we have the main sources of job analysis information, which is interviews, observation, questionnaires, and diaries. So now we're going to look on how the job analysis process works for collecting the data that will finally be used by the HR officers. So first, we have the sources like job analysts, employees, and supervisor. So they will be used a different methods like I've mentioned earlier, which is interviews, observation, questionnaires, and diaries. For example, the job analyst will interview the employees or the supervisor to understand more about their job duties and responsibility or challenges faced in the job. All the collected information will become the job data, which is including the tasks, duties, responsibilities, skill required, experience, equipment use, and job condition. So, from this job data, we can conclude two important documents, which is first, job description and job specification. The job description is listing the tasks, duties, and responsibilities of the job, while the job specification, which explains more about the skills, like knowledge, experience, and physical abilities required to perform the job. So, finally, both of job description and job specification are used in human resource function, such as requirement, selection training, performance appraisal, and compensation management. Next, we need to control the accuracy of the job data collected. Finally, we will take a look at the other sources of job analysis information. First, we have functional job analysis system, which is utilize an inventory of work activities that can constitute any job. Next, we have the position analysis questionnaire system. It identifies approximately 300 tasks to determine the degree to which each is involved in doing a job. Next, we have the example of the data graph, which is show the critical incident method illustrated, which is used to identify both desirable and undesirable behaviors that result in a very good or a very bad outcome. Next, we have the task inventory analysis, which is an organization specific list of tasks and their descriptions used as a basis to identify the components of the job. Lastly, we have the competency-based approach. So from the example below shows a form used to gather information for a competency-based job analysis. So basically, from the example, the numbers in the matrix describe each skill levels, and the shaded box cell indicates the minimum level of skill required in each skill category for the position XYZ. So the job holder is required to move from the minimum level to higher level, that the appraisal and rewards are tied to this movement.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Anis Aisyah binti Zahid Anwar. Job design is the process of improving job by considering both technology and human needs. The goal is to increase efficiency while also improving employee satisfaction. Industrial engineering looks at how work tasks can be simplified, prearranged, or combined to save time. Time standards are set by observing how long tasks take using tools like stopwatch or work sampling. Lastly, ergonomics ensures that tools and equipment are designed to protect employees' physical well-being so work can be done comfortably and effectively. There are two main approaches. First, top-down approaches where management design the job. This includes ergonomics, which focuses on creating safe and comfortable work environments, and industrial engineering, which focuses on analyzing work methods and reducing unnecessary time or steps. Next are bottom-up approaches, which focus on the employee. These include job enrichment, which adds meaning and variety to work, and empowerment. Job enrichment is about enhancing a job by adding more meaningful tasks and responsibilities so that the work becomes more satisfying. The goal is to create jobs that are intrinsically motivating instead of relying only on external rewards like money or bonus. Job characteristic model. This model states that the three psychological states influence how motivated an employee feels. First, experiencing the meaningfulness of the work. Second, feeling responsible for the outcomes. And third, knowing the actual results of their work. When these are present, employees show better performance, higher motivation, and lower absenteeism and turnover. Skill variety using different skills and talents in the job. Number 2, task identity, completing a whole piece of work from beginning to end. Number 3, task significance, knowing the job impacts others' life. Fourth, autonomy, having freedom to decide how to do the work. And feedback, receiving clear information from performance. When these dimensions are built into a job, employees feel more motivated. Besides enrichment, there are other techniques to improve job design. Job enlargement increases the number of tasks so work is less repetitive. Job rotation allows employees to move in and out of different jobs, giving variety and reducing boredom. Another key is employee job crafting, where employees shape their tasks based on their strengths, passions, or interests. This makes the job feel more personalized and motivating. Lastly, employee engagement refers to how enthusiastic and involved employees are in their work. When engagement is high, company performance typically improves because the employees put in more effort and care about their results.
The next is employee teams. Employee teams are a group of individuals who work together to achieve a shared goal. Team creates synergy, meaning the combined effort produces better results than individual working alone. There are several types of team: self-managed teams, cross-functional team, and virtual teams. Each type serves a different purpose, but all depend on collaboration and communication. Teams perform many important functions, including solving problems, improving work processes, and supporting innovations. For teams to be effective, several success factors are important, such as skill diversity, strong supportive leadership, clear goals, trust, and open communications. When these factors are present, teams become more productive and engaged. The next is flexible work schedule. Flexible work arrangements are increasingly important in today's workplace. They help employees balance work and personal responsibility while improving job satisfaction and performance. Common types of flexible schedules include flex time, where employees choose their start and end times within a set range; a compressed work week, which allows employees to complete full-time hours in a fewest day; job sharing, where two employees share the duties of one full-time job; telecommuting or remote work, which lets employees work from home or another location using technology. These arrangements benefit both employees and organizations by reducing stress, increasing motivation, and attracting a broader range of talent. To conclude, this chapter highlighted the importance of understanding how work is structured and managed in organization. We begin with job and workflow analysis, which help identify what a job requires and how work processes should be organized. We then cover the job analysis process, its methods, and why accurate job information is essential for HR functions such as recruitment, training, performance appraisal, and compensation. Next, we explore job designs, including both traditional and modern approaches that aim to create jobs that are efficient, motivating, and meaningful. Finally, we look at employee teams and flexible work arrangements, which are becoming increasingly important in today's dynamic workplace. Overall, the key takeaway is that effective job analysis, job design, teamwork, and flexibility contribute to higher employee satisfaction and stronger organizational performance. When organizations understand their job clearly and design work thoughtfully, they create a healthier and more productive work environment.